how's it going, y'all? I got a really funny one for y'all. So recently, I looked through some of my games to see how the game that introduced me to a franchise would look compared to what I've heard and seen about other games in the franchise. And I'm starting to realize something hilarious, and that is that some of these games make me sound like Sergeant Johnson from Halo. Let me explain. So, my first Resident Evil game, in fact, my first zombie game that I ever remember playing, was Resident Evil Zero on the GameCube. Now, as you can see, I found it some years ago in the HD collection. But let me tell you, playing Zero on the GameCube, we didn't have any of your fancy schmancy item boxes. You know what we had? We had 8 item slots and a single medic. And we had to share that medic. When we ran out of inventory space, we didn't have a pack to buy or a box to put it in. You know what we had? Put that thing on the ground and come back for it later. And just hope that you don't lock yourself out of that room. Because if you do that, oh well, you can't get it. My first Spider-Man game. To this day, I have trouble with it. Spider-Man 2 on the GameCube. I have put this thing in the Wii, caught it on, and looked through all that I could find on the pause menu. I don't know if I went just momentarily blind, or I just didn't read something that was right there. But to this day, I cannot find a full-size game map. As far as I know, it does not have it. So I will be swinging across the city, trying to find a Spidey store to buy upgrades. And there's supposed to be several across the city. I don't know if I just don't find a map, but I feel like just the fact of going to the missions and finding Spidey stores in this game, if you get all the upgrades and do all the missions, I feel like at some point doing that you would just become Spider-Man. And you would just memorize the city. Not to mention getting all of the 200-something hint coins and doing the races and finding the secret coins and the skyscrapers. It's a big game for a GameCube. But I never have found a full-size map on it. Now, my third game, and my last one for this video, is my first ever Borderlands game. And I've beaten this game, and I do have Borderlands 1, and I'm playing through it, but Borderlands 3, it didn't have any kind of industry takeover like 2 did, like I've heard that 2 has with Handsome Jack. It didn't have Borderlands 1 where it's towns that are just, gotta pay tribute to the local psycho clan boss. You know what Borderlands 3 has? All 4 protagonists go to Pandora because they want to lay low on a backwater planet for a while. Till things cool off, and they're trying to find some money on the side. And you know what happens? The Calypso twins just show up with their wannabe Twitch stream icon parody and a literal cult of psychopaths behind them and doing their every bidding. And they just point at you and go, I guess you can fix this. Meanwhile, you're just on vacation. Essentially. You're just there on Pandora trying to cool off for a while. And it's funny because all three of these, they're missing things that were just present in the rest of the franchise. They decided to just take out. Like, I don't even think Spider-Man 2 has alternate costumes. At least I have yet to find any alternate costumes. Granted, I haven't beaten the game. But yeah. I just figured I'd show y'all some of those games that had me feeling like Sergeant Johnson now that I think about it. I think there's some others that I got that are like that, but y'all have a good one. See y'all next time.